So now the magic moment is close.
Exactly. We open a new project here.
Boom.
But as you saw, we just recalled our analog console.
Nice.
Completely.
Pro audio nerds, welcome. We all love sexy studio gear, don't we? And there's a lot of sexy studio gear out there, but only once in a while there's a piece of equipment that goes beyond what we've seen before. SSL Solid State Logic have just released a brand new audio production console, full analog signal path, but digitally controllable, which means you can recall this thing with the push of a button. It's basically like a DAW, just real.
Just real and sounding way better.
Yes,
sounding
exactly.
way better.
And I'm sitting here right in front of the very first SSL Oracle console here in Germany. And I'm here with no other than Kristian from Audio Pro in Heilbronn, the German distributor of SSL.
Hi, Kristian.
He'll take over now. Brand new?
Brand new. Brand new. Yes, just coming from the UK.
From Oxford?
From Oxford. This is the Oracle 24, which means it's a 24-channel fully analog console. But as you also mentioned, and this is why we are speaking as a studio revolution, this 100% analog desk is 100% digitally controlled. You can think of this desk as the possibilities you nearly have in a digital desk. Speaking of copying channels, making different layers, instant recall, faster than your DAW.
So it's just a push of one button, so I don't have to recall anything, right?
We can do this. I mean, I have a session here opened in Pro Tools, of course, as our playback engine. The software application for our Oracle console is called AUXES software. And there you can do all the configuration for the console. And the nice thing is you can do this offline.
Ah, okay.
So you can do this offline, save the project file, go to the studio.
Like prepare the sessions,
exactly.
Say how many channels you need, configuration, mono, stereo, whatever.
Exactly.
Load it and start mixing.
Like you would do on a digital console.
Yeah.
But you go to your analog desk.
Just for me to understand it, so this is basically just a digital control surface, right?
Exactly.
And the audio part, I assume, sits somewhere in a rack.
Exactly.
And that means I always buy the same control surface, and then depending on how many channels I want, I buy...
Exactly.
Why don't I explain the concept?
Yeah, of course. Of course. We have a digital control surface, which is connected via a D-sub for the talkback, for the headphone.
For the audio that you actually need here, right?
An audio you need at the console. It's connected with the so-called center rack. And the connection is also via Ethernet because of all the control data we need to send to the center rack. There is a processor and more or less the master section of the console is in the center rack. The master section of the console completely analog. So this center rack is then connected also via Ethernet and also via some sub-D analog connections to the channel rack. The channel rack houses 24 channels, 24 mono channels. We have now one channel rack because this is the Oracle 24. If you buy Oracle 48, as the name says, 48 channels, you get one more channel rack. And the nice thing is updating is very easy. At the moment, we have 24 and 48 configurations for the Oracle.
But that also means I can have 12 stereo channels if I want, right? That's
exactly.
Completely
you can link all channels to stereo channels. And work also with a 24 stereo channel console. And
is this the only size available for the controller, or can I also have just 8 faders or 128 faders? Or?
This is the size of the mixing desk. We looked at the footprint of an AWS. Also, if you look at modern production environments, modern music studios, there are just a few who have the space for large format consoles. But as I said, we have like different bass, with different layers, like a digital console.
Yeah.
So I can just switch bass and layers and have different fader layouts.
Right.
The big difference, it's all an analog signal flow.
So I've got 16 faders here, plus another 8 in the master section.
Exactly.
And those are for buses or for additional channels, or?
At the moment, we have our channel faders in these 2 bays. So 16 faders in direct for the channels.
Yes.
Our bay,
each with a dedicated channel strip. I see.
Exactly. We will have a look at it, of course.
Beautiful.
The master section is in tradition to the large SSL consoles, where you had always your 8 VCA groups. So from this thinking, we have our 8 stereo groups, but I can also switch to the AUXES of this stereo groups.
Okay.
And of course, I can switch to my VCAs. With my VCAs, I have 24. So I just step through my VCAs with a push of a button.
Nice.
You have your master section with your group faders. Also, it's a really nice workflow if you change it to your DAW.
Aha, okay. So this
So
is
because
also DAW control.
I have...
All right.
This is just a digital controller.
Sure.
If it's controlling an analog signal processing or a DAW, makes no big difference. And the nice thing is, everybody who's familiar with the SSL 360 and UF8 controllers for DAW, if you switch in the DAW mode, the console behaves exactly like an UF8 controller. So if you're familiar with this, it's
okay, so this is basically an integrated UF8. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
The big difference is, even if it looks like the layout of an UF8, the faders, the potties, the displays are completely different.
Okay.
So this is a
new product entirely.
New product. The layout is familiar, but if you would place them side by side, you will also recognize there are way different
switches,
namings, namings of the buttons, because this is for the console. The displays in the console are way better than in the UF8.
It's not exactly cheap.
No, it's
very affordable.
There's a price difference between UF8s. But what I wanted to say, if you put your DAW control here, so then I have my DAW control and my analog mix.
Okay.
So if I'm making stems out of my, for example, 80 tracks project to my
you can submix them here in the DAW,
I can submix
send
them
out a
here in
stereo
the DAW.
version. And
exactly.
Okay, that's cool.
And this makes a really nice workflow.
Nice. And I also control the AUXES of the channels, like on a digital control here, I assume, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah. I will show you this after I loaded a new project.
So now the magic moment is close.
Exactly. We open a new project here.
Boom.
But as you saw, we just recalled our analog console.
Nice.
Completely. I will come back in a second to your AUX question.
Yeah, no
but
problem.
since we have
a look
here,
at the channel strip,
we have our large displays which can show our meters, ppm meters.
Okay.
I make it blink.
Nice.
But for old school people, of course, we have VU meters, and the nice thing is you can work with ppm and VU at the same time if you want to.
Cool.
But of course, we need a detail view of our channel strip. So if I go to the channel detail view, I get the detail view from my channel strip.
Here,
I select the channels here with my select buttons. I have my cut and solo buttons. These buttons are special functions, which I can choose here. For example, at the moment, it's my insert point for my large fader. I forgot to mention.
It's an inline console.
Sorry,
right?
I forgot to mention. It's so much to talk about. Of course, it's an inline console. SSL is known for its inline technology. We have 2 signal paths in each analog
channel.
Channel. Thank you. Large fader, small fader. And coming back to your AUX question, because We have a large fader, small fader, but we just see one fader.
Yeah.
So here at the bottom, the purple potties are our AUX and small fader section.
Okay.
What I could do, I can step through my AUXES. I have 10 mono AUXES, which can be stereo AUXES if I want to. And I can switch with the push of a button to my small fader. Now my small fader is a real fader and not just a potty. And with the push of my button, I'm back at the large fader.
And there is like dual inputs on each channel, a mic pre and a line input.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We will go through the channel strip. With the push of the button, I have my AUXES, which I can
choose there. Okay, that's nice. Okay, cool.
So, to be honest, if you have a little bit idea about the concept, you can be pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
You can be pretty fast because a lot of things are happening right in front of you. I choose my AUXES, and I choose the aux I want and set the level.
I mean, so it's basically how a digital console works, right?
Exactly. It's this is why I said it in the beginning. It's
just with an analog signal path. Okay.
Exactly. So if we look at the channel strip, of course we have our input section with a very clean microphone preamp, but we can switch on our drive option.
Yes.
Generate more saturation, which we can also via our drive potty control. Yeah. We have our second input, the monitor input, thinking of, okay, this is your playback from the DAW.
Yeah.
Both of the inputs can go either to large fader or small fader.
Sure.
Everything is placeable and routable in the console. After that, we find, as I mentioned before, the AUXES, 10 mono, 5 stereo, or whatever combination you want.
I mean, looking at this, it basically explains the whole channel strip in 2 seconds, right?
We have our EQ.
Yeah, 4-band
it's
EQ.
It's famous E-series SSL EQ, which I can engage as a G-series EQ. So I have 2 flavors of EQ in each channel strip and analog. Nice thing what we can do with the digital control, we can solo individual bands.
Oh.
We can cut individual bands.
Oh, okay.
We can reset the EQ with the push of a button.
Or copy EQ settings.
Copy EQ settings, since you can copy complete channels or just copying sections of a channel, like you said. I just copy the EQ.
Nice.
I just copy the pen if I want to.
Whatever you want. Nice.
The routing, speaking about the routing, we have 16 track buses, 16 mono track buses. I can route them directly to my 8 stereo groups, 60 mono buses, 8 stereo groups.
And additionally, you have, every channel has two
direct outs, one in the large fader, one in the small fader.
All right.
So there are plenty of possibilities.
What about inserts?
Inserts. Of course, I have inserts. I have an insert point in my large fader. I have an insert point in my small fader.
Nice.
If we look again at the channel detail view, and as you said, I have my insert section, my EQ section, which I can switch from small fader, large fader, where my EQ is. I have one EQ in my channel.
But you can have the insert before or after?
Of course, I can switch my insert before, after. I can bypass my insert.
What about channel dynamics?
This console doesn't have channel dynamics. Like I said, this is looking at the AWS Studios footprint. Yeah. It would be way bigger. AWS doesn't have channel dynamics.
I don't use them anyway. But
we just compress it in the
But I use this. I see a real
Of course we have.
We do have the bus compressor.
We have compression. We not only have our bus compressor, we have our bus plus compressor, which was released as a 19-inch super version, our bus compressor on steroids, which means there are a lot of options. I can have a vintage version with 4K saturation. I have a dynamic EQ in the section.
Finally, sidechain low cut and parallel compression.
Exactly.
Took a while for SSL to get there, but I just used it yesterday, and it's
makes fun.
yeah, it's fun. It's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing is integrated as well.
Yeah.
Nice. It's basically like a DAW, just real.
Just real and
touch
sounding
it.
way better.
Yeah,
sounding
exactly.
way better.
And it's a lot of fun to work on a real console still. I mean, and this, I think, overcomes the last limitation because, I mean, I just worked on a beautiful Harrison console over there, which is not recordable.
It's 100% analog, everything.
That's a different style, but it's so much fun.
It's a sound machine.
And this one also feels really good.
It's nice that you mentioned it, because if somebody asks me what would you say is the difference between the Harrison and the SSL, I always say the Harrison is a sound machine.
It's about tone, right?
Yeah, it's about tone, sound. In a way limited, because it's an analog console with an analog workflow.
You will see me doing a complete mix on that console very, very soon. And I'm hitting it hard.
Yeah. And this is an analog console with a digital control where I can do everything.
Yeah.
In a way.
Cool. Send me two.
Just.
Thank you very much. That's all for today.
Yeah.
Quick and dirty from the SSL headquarters here in Heilbronn. The, what is it called? Audio Solution Center.
Our solution center from Audio Pro.
Audio Pro Solution Center.
Exactly.
Pretty nice place. I'll put a link below to everything we've talked about. Thanks for having me. As usual, I see you in hell, motherfuckers.
See you.
Bye-bye.